Hello everyone, it's your host here, Static YT, and welcome back to another tier list video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I thought I'd do one. Now I'm sure you saw a little sneak peek of what we're doing. This is a tier list of all the Part 5 stands. If I'm missing any, um, comment down below, any of the stands that I missed, and I'll tell you what I think of them. This should be all of them, so, yeah. In alphabetical order, I think. No. Yes. Oh, it's an alpha. Oh, amazing! Oh, let me sip my water. Alright. Now, starting off with Aerosmith. I'll just put you there for time being, whilst I talk about this stand. Aerosmith is pretty cool. I'd like to think of all the creative ways I could do with it. Like, picture this. It's like the summertime, and there's a wasp nest in the trees, and it's been really, really annoying your picnic you have it in like your backyard or something. So you just go Aerosmith or Little Bomber and unload every single bullet in that machine gun into the wasp nest. You could just destroy it instantly and boom. No more little goobers trying to attack you at your picnic. Oh, I just flung something in the air. So that would be insane. Also, missiles. Think about that. You have an anthill, just bomb it. There's an anthill. They're trying to steal your bread, your pistachios. Aerosmith! Pow, 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 pow. I'm telling you, this stand would be pretty cool to have in real life. Also, just doing like sick tricks with it, it would be cool. That's why. B tier. High B. Because it can't really do anything if, say, someone else pulled up with like, my other stand, Star Platinum, and now you're just dead because I don't know, it can't really do much against something like Star Platinum. And this is, but you, um, uh, uh, what's his name? Hold on. I know the user's name. No, it's not called that. Is it? Is it called Babyface? Oh, I think it is. Alright, well, I swear it was called something else. So I was like, I can't remember now. Okay. So, I found it funny that the stand itself is just a computer, but the rest of it's kind of mid. It's honestly like a D tier stand. Yeah, like there's not really a lot to it other than create person that will attack you. But it seems very situational. You need to be in the right time to get like the blood of the person you want to attack. It's really, really weird. And I don't like this. It was Malloy was a weird stand user, and it was all very interesting. But like, the fight with Jono, that was pretty cool. Got the healing powers, but the rest was kind of meh. So D tier is where I put you. And then there's super epic fishing rod. What was it called again? Beach Boy, I think. Or Fisherman, depending on who you ask. The stand itself kinda sucks, but, the way Pesci uses it is pretty... he uses it really well, but it's just a fishing rod. It can't do anything other than fish. It can't go through walls. So I think the only thing that's saving it from D tier is that it can go through walls and into your skin. Much like a normal fishing rod can. Can your fishing rod not go through walls? That's weird. C tier. Oh, what was your name? I don't think it was actually said. What was yours at Pulpo? It's called Black Sabbath. Okay, that's kind of funny. I remember what it does. I know its abilities. I just wasn't sure of its name. Black Sabbath. Okay. Okay, that caught me off guard a little. Also, this is kind of just a C tier stand. It can't really do a lot. Well, no, it can't do a lot. Because it's only activated if you extinguish the lighter, which I will provide zero context on. And he can only move in shadows. He can't go in the sunlight. It's really... It's kind of some mid abilities. It's some seriously mid abilities. Because it can only... I'm pretty sure it can only come out when the lighter's extinguished. So... yeah, it's kind of just C tier. It's got pretty good strength and attacking powers. Either way, Clash. I think it's called Clash. This is a shark that teleports to water. That's it. Kind of sucky. Actually, it's used pretty well to the point where it could probably be B tier. You know what? It gets a low B. But since there's nothing else in B tier, it's just a low B. It's just, well, I guess it's a pretty situational kind of stand. Where it's like, shark in the water! Let me take a sip of my water. Oh no, there's a shark in me! Ah! That's kind of how it goes. Echoes. Echoes is alright. I like the design of Act 3. I almost called it Act 4. I'm glad to see it appeared in Part 5. But Koichi doesn't really serve a real purpose in Part 5. He's kind of just there. And for that reason, he gets just a mid B. Mid B. Also, I have no idea what I'm ranking these on. I was like, with Aerosmith, I was ranking on how I could use it. But then I started ranking Act 3 on design. And then I went to... I'm just ranking it, honestly. Golden Experience, da. Let's think. It's A tier. It's actually a really cool stand. Its ability is pretty cool. Its other ability, which just makes you super fast. No context explained. I think it's really cool. I'm glad it's used all the way up till the end until we get to Korewa Requiem Da. But it's honestly an A-tier stand. Speaking of Korewa Requiem Da, um, A-tier. It's not my favorite design, but its ability is actually broken, reverting anything and well, sorry, not reverting, reverting actions to 0 and Scorpion Laser. But its design is just, it's terrible. Like, like it's just weird. It, it doesn't look right. I don't like its eyes. Its eyes are the eyes are creeping me out. But A tier, either way. Actually, it's not as good as base Golden Experience. Now we got Green Day, also known as Green Tea. They were running out of ideas. There's no way. Its ability, if you are down, you get mold. And yeah. It's, I think at one point the user gets into a helicopter. What was the user's name? I don't know. He gets into a helicopter and flies up. So he's just above everyone. So he's just nuking a city practically. But other than that, I don't really it's kind of like a just attack everything kind of stand. There's no oh, this is my friend Bob. Bob, come up my staircase, and we can defeat this stand user with my stand. Green Day, oh no, I killed Bob. Terrible turn of events. C tier. But, mid C tier. Actually, here. There. That's how we'll arrange C tier. Now, we have King Crimson, otherwise known as Emperor Crimson. Now, this is actually my favorite stand of Part 5. One of my favorite stands in general. I like its ability, I like its design. It's really cool. Diablo's English voice actor is actually really good, which is surprising. Water. Epitaph is broken. It's all just, I really like it. Although he gets infinite death looped by this little goober. Alright, what were you? Were you even given a name? Craftwork, I think is what you were called. I can't even begin to explain. I think it freezes things, and if he taps them, he can just send them super fast. That's D tier, honestly. Alright, this little guy. Oh, I can't remember for the life of me what that thing was called. Okay, I can't even remember the user's name. But I remember his ability. He's got a really long finger. And if he scratches you with that really long finger, he can shrink you. F tier. No, he gets the E tier. What? What are you? Are you a... What is this? Okay, I genuinely don't know. Oh, I remember you. Abacchio was there. Yeah, F tier. Its ability, I really don't know how to explain it. It's like he's in the mirror, but he can put you in the mirror. It's like Hanged Man from Part 3. He's just in the mirror. I don't know. He explains it super weird. That's one thing with all these stands, is they just can't explain their abilities normally. Like, oh, it can revert time, or it can revert objects. No, it takes the latitude and longitude of your skin and then reverts it back to its original state where you were, therefore making it's so over-explained. This guy's just in a mirror. F tier. Wait, hold on. We're missing one. No, we're not. Metallica. That's these little goobers. This one's actually really funny. This is honestly an A tier stand. What it can do is, I'm sure, given enough time, you could honestly guess what it can do. Metallica manipulates the iron in living creatures, and you can turn it into stuff like scissors or razor blades. Yeah, it's cool. It gets a low A, which is pretty good. Although he gets Aerosmith, pew 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 pew, and he gets like Swiss cheesed. Alright, Moody Blues, D tier. I can't even begin to explain this. It's like, it can revert, like, it's so difficult to explain. I don't even want to. Its design is weird. No, it's just so, like, Abacchio is an interesting character, but Moody Blues is just kind of useless. Alright. I'll give you guys one guess in the comments what the turtle's stand could possibly be. One guess. One guess. You ready? The turtle is called Coco Jumbo. The stand is the key, and the key is called Mr. President. If you touch that red jewel, you get put into the key, and it's got a little room, and it's actually really cool. Hold on. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty cool room. There's drinks and fruit, and you can chill in there. S tier, because think of it. If you were just someone who's just chilling, normal life, watashi wa yoshikage kira, just trying to live a normal life, oh, I'm just gonna chill in my room for a little bit, have some infinite fruit, have some infinite cold drink. It's broken. I think it's in YBA too, which is odd. Notorious B.I.G. was you. This is a stand based on movement. It's like it moves and it attacks, and it's also cannot be killed, so they just dump it in the ocean. C tier, like below Black Sabbath. What? Oasis. That was his stand. Oasis. He can dig in the. Is that dog gonna be barking for the entire video? His stand is he can turn like solid objects to like rubber. There's a train too. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay, he can kind of just like turn things to like rubber. It's kind of it's really kind of useless D tier. Not as useless as Moody Bonus. Purple Haze, one of the coolest design stands with some of the most broken abilities. Like it's got this little gas that if it like even comes in contact with you, it just melts you. He's just like he's got these little like capsules on his like hand. He can shoot them out. I'll spray the gas everywhere. It's so broken, and one of my like favorite design stands that it's honestly deserves A tier. Although it's only seen once, which is kind of sad. Well, were you? Oh yeah. Sex Pistols. That's what this stand was called. Little goobers, and like there's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's not all their names, but that's just how many there are. No context on why I skipped 4. It gets B tier. It's not better than Echoes. They like live in a gun, and if you shoot the bullet, they can like ride the bullet, and they can redirect the bullet. Pretty interesting. Alright, now we have Silver Chariot. This was seen for like 5 minutes of part 5, but it's indubitably A tier. Indubitably. Then there's Silver Chariot Requiem, which, oh my god, do I really want to explain this? I will. It produces a gas, I think, or its presence just swaps your soul with another person's soul. It's also made of black goo that cannot be like destroyed. He can only be destroyed if you punch the floating sun behind your head. No context provided. He's also guarding the arrow. He's also just wandering. It's one of also my favorite stands of part 5, S tier. I don't even know what the stand's called F tier. Spice Girl. That's what this one was called. It can turn things into rubber. Mid ability. It's E tier. Alright, Sticky Fingers. One of the cooler stands of part 5. It can put a zipper into something, and it can like it can put a zipper on a wall, and then he could pull down that zipper and then enter the room that the wall is, enter the room behind the wall, kind of. You can also, part 4, best stand. This isn't part 4, this is part 5. Either way, you can just like put a zipper on the wall and just like and just enter like the room that's behind the wall. You can also do it with body parts. He can zip off his hand, then zip on his hand. It's really cool. I think it gets A tier. There. Then A. This stand is absolutely useless. All it does is it just goes on your tongue and it reverts what you say. If you say, go right, you'll say, go left. F tier. This stand, I think, was called the Grateful Dead, or Grateful Dead, either or. Oh boy. If your body temperature is hot, you become old. But if you have, like, ice, then you become young again. The only thing that's saving it from D tier is its design. and it gets there. It's also heckin' strong. Alright, the last one. White Album. Gyakio is funny. That's the little dude inside the thing. This stand's ability is puts you in an ice suit and you get some cool skates. And it turns things very, very, very cold. Like -1 degrees. Can freeze things. It's pretty interesting. Like there. Alright, that's most of the stands, if not all of them, from part 5. If I'm missing any, please tell me. But that's it for today's video. I'll see you all, like, next week. Because I'm starting to do, like, a weekly video kind of thing. Alright, see you all later. Goodbye.